Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
What the fuck? Hey man, what is going on, y'all? It is your boy Screens, and today's video is going to be all about that fucking monstrosity that you just saw in the beginning clip. Now that shit is insane. Best post scorer build in NBA 2K21 by far, no questions asked. Best 1v1 court build in the game. Yeah, especially if you guys are trying to rack up VC for next gen 2, you guys definitely want to make a post score, bro. Even though 1v1 court is only 250 VC, that shit's gonna add up, bruh. Especially if you're just throwing the ball from the fucking free throw line and that shit's dropping. But before I show you guys the build, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe with the post notifications if you guys are new to the channel, and also make sure to follow my Twitter, which will be down below. And yeah, let's get right into the video, y'all. So obviously the position that you guys are gonna want to make is a center. It's gonna be a 7'3" center. You know, like what else would you make? Handedness doesn't really matter. Jersey number 00 doesn't really matter as well. So when looking at all these pie charts, bro, y'all, like, I mean, I guess you could assume what I'm going to go with just based off of what you guys saw in the beginning clip. But I made this build last year. Going to go with the pure blue, bro. 95 post hook. At 99, you're going to have a 99 post hooks and all Hall of Fame, like, finishing badges. So you got deep hooks and all that other stuff. You're going to be throwing the ball. You're going to be throwing the ball into the basket. You're not going to be hooking it. You're going to be throwing the ball into the basket. And it's going to be unreal. I mean, yeah, you could go with all these other ones, but I'm just not feeling it, to be honest with you. So pure blue, 100% the move here. Now, the other physical pie chart that I wanted to choose was this one. You're, like, just a little bit faster if you decide to go with this one compared to any other one, because you're going to lose speed and vertical regardless. So I just figured that I should have a high strength to save my speed in the end. And I'll show you guys how I do that in a second. So what we do now is we first max out our close shot, max out our driving, dunk, standing, and post hook. We have 30, count it, 30 finishing badges, y'all. That's unbelievable with a 95 post hook. And you guys are going to be able to get standing contact dunks. So that's also another good reason as to why this build is fucking crazy. So you guys are going to want to skip shooting. The only reason I touched shooting last year was because we had quick draw in the game. Now, you only needed 3 shooting for quick draw gold, which was like obviously it affected your post hook speed, but because I took that out of the game, you don't need to touch it, bro. I mean, you could like maybe upgrade your post fade, but I feel like with this build, especially after what y'all just saw, bro, leave a like if that shit is crazy to you, how that's in 2K. But yeah, I don't really want to touch the shooting all that much just because I know that I can get a whole bunch of other shit. Now, for your playmaking, you guys are going to want to max out your post moves and then bring your pass accuracy up all the way until you get 13 playmaking, which is a 55 pass accuracy. Now you guys are going to want to max out your interior, your perimeter, your lateral quickness, your block, your offensive and defensive rebound, and then add the rest to steal. So you guys are going to have 13 defensive, 13 playmaking, 1 shooting, and 30 finishing. And so now what we're going to do, go with Burley. I've seen people make centers that just aren't Burley. I don't know why. Maybe you could get away with Built, but I think Burley is just way better in like every instance, so I'm going to go with that. And you guys already know the vibes, bro. You're going to make a 7'3" fucking demigod of a human being. Now, if you guys look, you guys get concerned with like the driving dunk. You only need a 50 driving dunk and a 75 standing dunk to actually get contact dunks. So it's going to be exactly 50 once I play around with the weight, I think. Or you're going to get contact dunks. It doesn't even matter. So now with the weight, you guys are going to want to just leave it. I think it's at 2. Yeah, you guys are gonna just want to leave it at 258. Now the reason why you say that is because like there's honestly no reason to go like bigger, just because interior defense is so overpowered in this game. So like any sort of paint defense you're gonna be fine. Like as long as you just play hands up, people will just miss layups this year that are usually like considered open past 2Ks. But now it's just like it's bad. So just go with 258 just because you save a lot of speed. Plus at 99 overall and gym rat, you guys are gonna have a 98 or 99 strength. I'm sorry. So there's really no point in going any higher. You're just honestly hurting yourself at that point. So 258, press A, max out the wingspan, bro. Max out the wingspan. Look at this. You guys are gonna have a 99 strength. You're gonna have a 58 speed, 48 vert, 51 excel. And honestly, if you guys remember my post score build from last year, we had like fucking like we had like 30s in like the speed, excel, and vertical, even with 99 and gym rat. So this is a huge improvement. Plus we get contact dunks this year. This shit's insane, bro. I promise you. Obviously perimeter, lateral, and steal is bad, but I mean that was a given when you first decided to make a 7'3" post score. So max out the wingspan, obviously, and you already know. we got to go with the post score takeover here. No reason to not go post score takeover just because what was the point of making a post score if you guys aren't going to pick post score takeover? This is the badge that gives you, or throws the other person out of the way. You get increased distance on post hooks, and it will partnered up with deep hooks. It's going to be unbelievable, bro. So I promise, pick post score takeover. So obviously the name is like weird, it says glass cleaning finisher. I think it just has to do with the weight, but I don't really care because I just get 99 over. I get 99 strength regardless. And what's it called? I will be honestly way faster than my last year's build. And so I'm going to show you guys the badges. Like, I don't really care about the name. That's why I kind of brought that up. So I'm going to show you guys the badges of what I would run. And honestly, this badge is on, like, this is literally, if you guys thought post hooks were overpowered last year, like, this is literally 2K20 on crack. So deep hooks Hall of Fame after that abomination you guys saw in the beginning of the video. Back down Punisher, another staple. Don't touch drop stepper. I don't really like drop stepper all that much, just because when you do it, rips are very, very prominent in this game, meaning you get them all the time when you're playing defense. So I've seen a lot of drop step animations just get plucked and then you lose the ball. So I don't really want to do that. And I like this combo of badges right here. Hall of Fame Consistent and Hall of Fame Pro Touch. Pro Touch is essentially what you're going to use to make a shit ton of whites, because for post hooks, Pro Touch and Consistent are like, they're considered, like, post hooks are considered layups. So no matter what, like how you time it, if you time it poorly, Consistent is going to kick in. If you time it very, very good, Pro Touch is going to kick in. Now, you also want to put on Contact Finisher, because like I said, you guys are going to want to get contact dunks. You guys are going to get contact dunks with this build. You're going to get big man contact dunks. So if, you know, you need in case of a quick bailout, you know, maybe the shot clock's winding down, just hold RT and X in the post, boom, contact dunk, get another possession. And so that's why I want to put this badge on. The other one that I also like want to put on, that I like to put on, is Relentless Finisher. Now, I don't know necessarily if this badge helps with contact dunks, but it honestly does feel like it. Like, it honestly feels as if you have this badge on, you get more contact dunks compared to as if you just didn't have it on in general. So keep it on, and especially with like just a speed difference. Like, you guys, obviously when your stamina does go down, you're gonna lose speed, and you're at a 40 or 50 speed right now. Once it starts getting into like the 40s and the 30s, you guys are gonna notice it. So make sure to keep this badge on. Also, you want to put on Acrobat just for any sort. This boosts any layups, like literally any layup. So any sort of like reverse layup, any sort of like anything that has to do with like any Euro step and shit like that, this badge is gonna kick in. It's gonna increase the chances of you making it. I mean, if you guys are trying to play other game modes with it besides the ones court, you guys could maybe obviously put on Lob City Finisher, maybe pick and roll, maybe fucking anything. Honestly, don't put on Giant Sword because that shit's useless because you're 7'3". But I'm gonna put on Teardropper on silver just because I have no idea if it affects post hooks or not, and if it doesn't, I would put it on Slithery Finisher. So I'm just going to leave it on Teardropper for right now. But look at this, bro. You got 7 Hall of Fame finishing badges and 1 silver. Contact dunks, post hooks from fucking Uganda. That shit's unbelievable, bro. So this is the meta, bro. This is going to be the meta for the one squad. I promise you. No guard is keeping up with this. And if they do, they can't hop, step, and slash and get contact dunks and shoot with non-shooting bells like last year. It's just not going to happen. So with your one available shooting upgrade, it's going to be hard to get, but I would just put on Volume Shooter because it's going to boost your percentages for any shot attempts just by shooting. So like if you're sitting there post hooking 11 times a game, you're more likely to make post hooks the more you go. So I'm going to put on Volume Shooter. For your playmaking badges, we got 13. So we got an unbelievable amount of playmaking badges this year. I'm going to put on Unpluckable, Quick First Step, Post Spin Technician, Dream Shake. And honestly, this last one is kind of useless, but we really couldn't have put it anywhere else. If you guys decide to play 2s with this build, and maybe run like post lock or something, you guys can easily change this around and maybe just take off Dream Shake and be like, oh, bailout, Needle Threader. But because I solely intend on playing 1s with this build, I'm going to put this on, and then I'm also going to put on Pass Fake Maestro. Honestly, I don't even know. I don't even know what this would be good on. I'm going to put on bailout, fuck it. But you guys see 4 playmaking badges. You get the 4 main ones that you need for a post score: Unpluckable, Quick First Step, and Dream Shake, and then just a random one that you can put on anywhere. So we're confirming. Now we got our defensive badges. Now, what I would personally do is run just these right off the rip, because like I said, I know this build for a fact will be the most dominant one-score build 100% of the time all the way until next gen. And if you guys aren't upgrading to next gen, this is still going to be the best build until 2K22 comes out. I promise that. You can bookmark it, you can stamp it, you can come back to this video later on and see that I was right. So obviously, if it's the best build, post scores are going to give you the most trouble. Now, if you have these badges on, you guys are going to be clamping, they're going to be pressing them at the very top of the key, and I've experienced this firsthand. Any player with 99 strength with these 2 badges on gold is very, very hard to score against. So obviously, if you play against a post scorer that doesn't have this, you guys are going to be in great shape, because it's going to be easier for you to score on them than it is going to be for you, or for them to score on you. Now, I would personally put Rebound Chaser on bronze. I feel like the difference between not having it and having it on bronze is huge. But because we also only have 13, I'm just going to leave it on bronze just to, like, yeah. Next one that I want to do is Intimidator. Now, we could put this on gold. I've seen people do it. Honestly, yeah, fuck it. I'm going to put it on gold. Pogo Stick is useless. I'm going to put Chase Down on bronze, and then I'm going to put Rim Protector on silver. The Chase Down Artist and Rim Protector combo, just because you guys are slow, if you guys do play against a guard, you guys can use Rim Protector and Chase Down to actually catch up to, you know, the ball handler and actually block it and stuff like that. So this is the defensive badge setup that you guys are going to want to run with. This is the playmaking badge setup that you guys are going to want to run with. This is the finishing badges you guys are going to want to run with, and this is the shooting badge. Now that I have introduced you guys to the fucking meta build on the ones court, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to those post notifications so you guys don't miss out on another banger, man. And also, like I said, follow my Twitter, which will be in the description. It's been your boy Screens, and I'm out. Peace.